I have a vivid memory of me standing in the back of a halal mart when I was about 8 years old, scarfing down a green piece of Kit Kat. And I remember my little mind thinking to myself, wow, cool new green Kit Kat flavor, it must be Halloween flavored. Unfortunately for me, it was not only June, but it was not Halloween flavored, it was fungus flavored. And I can assure you, I was tasting that fungus for the next 3 days. My mom thought I was dying. This was not my fault. Yes, the Kit Kat was green and a little bit hairy, but the halal mart is nowhere near FDA regulations, okay? This thing I'm about to say about the lava cake though, 100% my fault. There's no doubt about it. The two main motivators for human beings are fear and hunger, and that night I was motivated. I was starving and I was terrified I was not going to be able to eat. I was waddling around that kitchen like a sumo wrestler, patting my belly and going, making laps around the room. I would stop and grunt at the occasional cabinet, but I found no food. I got so desperate, I started using active recall study methods to try and remember something, anything, some kind of gluten-free snack. I don't know. I almost bust out the mind map until suddenly I hit a stroke of genius. 4th of July, 2025, I had left a Chili's lava cake sitting in the freezer in an unmarked piece of parchment paper. If that sounds dubious to you, that's cause it was, but keep in mind, fear and hunger, people, fear and hunger. I can't give you an exact number of the exact speed at which I attacked that freezer, but I will let you know for certain that ground was shaking. I don't really know how to describe what happened next other than I was in a cake haze. When I finally found it, I found that I had written in Sharpie on the parchment paper 500 calories. Why would I do that? I can guarantee anybody that resource hoards a piece of lava cake for almost a year is not gonna be stingy with the calories they're eating. Anyway, I open up my 500 calorie slice of cake in the dark at 3 in the morning because apparently I'm dieting, and it's like a little slimy. Not only was this cake leaking like a faucet, but it also froze in like geometric ice shards. I convinced myself it was fine because like I wiped my thumb on it and like the ice went away, which is some real caveman logic if you think about it. It's like a caveman got a cut somewhere and was like, I have cut. I wipe blood away. No more blood. Cut healed. I found out later from my friend that what probably happened was the cake had bacteria in it and was causing leakage, and then that leakage was freezing into the geometric ice shards that I was seeing. So naturally, before I started disrespecting my body, I decided to put it into the microwave to let it bake for about 30 seconds to get that ice off. That way, by lightly heating it, I was able to provide the bacteria with a prime condition in which to multiply and fester and gain sentience. And I ate the cake. I don't know what was worse, the vomiting or the shame. I woke up the next day pooping water with a fever. At one point, my friends called me during a particularly violent vomiting episode, and they asked me what was wrong, and I told them the atrocity I just commit on my own body. And all of a sudden, I have 4 jackals making fun of me while I purge my stomach for the 10th time. Oh, you're such an idiot. Why would you do that to yourself? The cake was how old again? What color is the vomit? So that night, I went to sleep shivering and farting, and I had this crazy dream that I pooped my brains out and immediately washed myself with a bidet. And as soon as I woke up, I had to commit another atrocity, but the bathroom was occupied. So I had to use a different one, and get this one had a bidet. So now, in real life, I poop my brains out and I wash myself with a bidet. The typical logic-oriented human being might be quick to say that it's a coincidence and that there was no supernatural prophecies at play. But then the next night, I had a dream that I was absolutely gorging myself on a pile of Ferrero Rochers. Wait, hold on. Did I even say that remotely correctly?
Ferrero Rocher.
Damn. Anyway, I wake up from this dream, I go to the kitchen, and sitting on the table is a pile of Ferrero Rochers. So first thing in the morning, I'm gorging myself on a pile of Ferrero Rochers. And this happened back-to-back nights. That can't be a coincidence. This is the scientific method. These are observable and repeatable outcomes. My friends call me a lunatic. I call myself a scientist. In conclusion, if you eat bad food, you'll be able to tell the future. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Are you feeling nervous about how a job interview is gonna go? Why don't you eat a brown salad? Anxious about how your exam is gonna go tomorrow? Moldy nerds. I hope you all take this to heart. This is good information. This is good stuff.